How you doing? Eric here. Today is Sunday, April 12th, 2026. Jake and I are out here for our morning walk. On the weekend here we take a nice long walk, like over 2 miles. Yeah, beautiful morning up here. Already like almost 50 degrees. And the sun came up, the sky was perfectly clear. Now we got clouds building up and a trail or two in the sky. Yeah, Jake's doing really well. He's come a long way in the last couple years since I've had him. He's still not perfect. He still wants to fight with me when we walk, but he's a lot better than he was. Well, yeah, I thought I would do a little walk and talk this morning. It's been a long time. Last night on my live stream, we were talking a lot about AI and data centers, and I thought I would go into that a little bit on a walk and talk. But yeah, it's crazy what they're doing, putting all these resources and money into building a fake reality. You know, you got to ask why. You ask what is the point behind it all? You know, is it most likely, you know, the most obvious thing is they want to, you know, get rid of the human population and have machines that will do everything that they needed humans to do before. You know, that's a pretty obvious answer, and it could be true. That's why they're just putting it in everybody's face, and like, we're gonna build these things right in the middle of our civilization, right where people live, just right in their face, man. And they're not gonna care, even though people are rising up against it. They don't want it, but they're doing it anyways, you know. They don't give a shit. People can come together and protest, and they just send out thugs to come and arrest them. But yeah, that's one easy answer. They want to replace the human race with machines. That's probably part of it. I think another thing is there's a lot of people that theorize that possibly demonic entities can, you know, it would be a way for demonic entities to materialize on Earth through the artificial reality. And these people worship these demons, and they want them to come back onto Earth and rule everything for eternity, it seems like. That's another idea behind possibly why they're doing it. And then one other possibility that I thought about, it's like it almost seems like they're destroying reality so they can create another reality. Kind of, they're using all of our resources on this planet to create like a whole new universe. It's insane, man. Not quite could be true though, man. Maybe possibly how our universe was created in some similar fashion. It's a very interesting idea. We're living in some kind of a artificial reality, and now they're creating another artificial reality. Who knows, maybe that's how it all happens. It's really bizarre if you think about it, about reality and the universe and how the hell we got where we are. It's, you know, it doesn't make any sense, you know. And if you think about it, if you really think about it, nothing should really exist. But it does, you know. That's a deep, heavy thought right there. Yeah. So I don't know what the main goal behind it is. probably most likely, there's that German Shepherd. There's that German Shepherd, Jake. Most likely it's just to replace the human race with machines. It's already happening. Lots of people are losing their jobs every day to automation. And yeah, if you're gonna get rid of a population, you gotta have these, you know, people that rule the world. They still want to have all their nice toys and stuff that is made by people today. Got to be careful around here. Yesterday I was walking over here and there was a moose and he was very interested. We had to walk around, we had to run because he was like kind of like almost stalking us, man. Yeah, it's a good thing moose aren't predators, man, but this is very, very good moose habitat. They don't issue enough hunting licenses for moose to keep the population in check, and they really, really breed. I mean, like I said before, you know, 10, 15 years ago, you never seen moose around here. Now, I see them almost every time I walk back here. So at least I see a moose at least once a week. Sometimes every day. Okay, quit pulling. So yeah, I thought I would do a little walk and talk this morning. Since I haven't put a video up in a long time. It's an interesting subject I've been thinking about this morning. What's really the reason behind this? But whatever it is, man, it's going full steam ahead, man. They really, really... I heard in Texas they're building one. The world's largest data center is going to be 5 miles by 5 miles. What? Unbelievable. And it's in a place where like they're in the middle of a drought, and they're going to be cooling it with water. And so, yeah, that's just you know, unbelievable. I think they say that it's going to cost like some ridiculous $100 billion or something, spending on a, you know, they come up with these amounts of money like, oh, how the fuck do these things cost so much? Like I was looking up this morning about because last night we were talking about the moon mission, talking about how much it cost. The whole thing so far for the 2 Artemis missions that they've sent up, supposedly they've spent like $96 billion so far into 2025. And the last mission that just happened, they spent $4.1 billion. I'm just like, how the hell are you spending, cost $4.1 billion just to fucking send a ship up into, supposedly spend a ship up into space and circle around the moon and come back? I ain't buying it, man. There's no way it could, even if it was true, there's no way it could cost that much fucking money. Anyways, there you have it, man. Insanity of the world we live in today. AI, data centers, and fake moon missions. Or possibly real moon missions, but I ain't buying it. Anyways, yeah. That's about all I got to talk about this morning. Getting a nice walk in here with Jake. Gonna have a lot of things to do today to keep me busy. And thanks for watching. We'll talk to you guys soon. Holy shit. There's that fucking moose. You can't see him, but he's right back there in the woods where he was yesterday. We'll just sneak on by him, see if I can zoom in on him. No, don't you zoom in on me. I don't want to be zoomed in on. See, that's the thing about moose, man. You can't see them in the woods very good. They just blend right in. I don't know if you'll be able to see him, but he's moving around back there. There he is. It's the one I was dealing with yesterday, I think. Yeah, they blend right into the woods. So you can walk right up on one and you won't even see it till the last second. It's happened to me many times. Luckily I was able to walk by it and it didn't fuck with me. Anyways, yep, this is prime moose habitat, man. And they're everywhere. All right, that's it.